Now, there are countless genres in the world of gaming, but the genre that my gamer heart yearns for the most are RPGs. I could fondly recount my introduction to the RPG world. I was a lucky kid. On Christmas morning of '97, I was gifted with the RPG genre's most finest, Final Fantasy VII, along with a new PS1. Never before have I played a game like it. Honestly, I must admit that I did not even understand how to play it when I first got it. My previous system was the Super Nintendo, and though there were countless RPG classics on the Super Nintendo, the only games that I experienced were games like Mega Man X, Zelda, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and Power Rangers. So I was used to the action happening and me having to respond to it without taking turns. When I first booted up Final Fantasy VII and got into the first battle, I was completely dumbfounded and could not understand why I just stood in place and had to wait to attack. Nor did I understand why or what all the reading was about. But as I learned and adapted, my grand affection for the game would grow, and this new understanding would become the very seed that would give the life to my addiction. Growing up, I had quite the imagination. I watched a lot of cartoons and would draw my own. I would create heroes who went on adventures that I would never really be able to go on myself, to stop the bad guys, while getting stronger along the way, in hopes of somehow saving the world. Always wanted to be the hero, and I feel like RPGs permit the gamer to become that, for however the duration of the game may be. That is why I love them so much. Back in my time, RPGs still included world maps that you could easily get lost in, and I would explore them for hours, endlessly traversing the lands as I fought my way through the hordes of random encounters. Nothing will feel better than leveling up my party, getting more gold, and then eventually stumbling into the next town so I could purchase all the new gear. When I was younger, I never really was a fan of reading, but the RPGs of my time helped me fall in love with it. The stories contained in them were and still are some of the greatest pieces of literature that I have ever experienced in my entire lifetime. They have even helped me become the writer that I am today. Nothing beats a great story, and as a lad, after Final Fantasy VII, I sought out as many other RPGs that I possibly could to enjoy as many more stories as I could. And trust me when I say, the 90s and the early 2000s had RPGs with spectacular stories. And lastly, perhaps the greatest thing that I adore the most about RPGs, the music. There are some songs that forever chime in my memory, though I have played these games several years ago. I know that I said that there's nothing like a good story, but a good story with a magical soundtrack takes the prize for me. I remember listening to the Wild Arms 1 intro and absolutely being enamored by it. It made me want to play the game even more. I still listen to that intro to this day, and Wild Arms is still one of my favorite RPGs. I love the music in RPGs. From the music played while I sprint on the world map, to the music that plays during random enemy encounters, especially the boss fights. This element encapsulates one of the reasons why I love RPGs the most. The music pulls you in, making you feel like you are actually part of the world, and makes the tale all the more amazing. It brings these games to life. Music is life, life is music, and I love it, and I always will.